안녕하세요.
Chingu!
Welcome
So
back,
weird.
Doza fam.
Yes. So we've gotten a lot of requests for this video that we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about buying a car here in Korea and how we got our car, because we didn't bring any of our vehicles from the US. We actually just bought a used car here.
Just because we thought it was gonna be easier.
Which it was actually. And so yeah, this is what this video is gonna be about. But before that, we're gonna talk about our like our 2-month update, because we've been here for 2 months now. 2 months.
As you guys seen on it was our last video, right?
Yeah. So
We've
we've
seen our dog, Chi-Chi.
Oh, it wasn't our last video. It was 2 videos ago. I'll link it up here if you guys are wondering. So for the past 2 months, all we've been doing was adventuring, going to cafes, going to IKEA a lot because we have to get furniture. As you can see, it's all empty still. What we've been doing for the past...
Still unpacking.
Still unpacking.
Yeah, we've been putting it off. It's mainly little stuff.
Yeah. And then other than that, we got a dog. I'll link the video up here again. Her name is Chi-Chi. She's a Maltese mix, black and white. She looks like an Oreo. That's what we've been up to for the past 2 months, spending time with her, going out and sightseeing. That's basically it. You guys stay tuned for more travel vlogs because they're coming out soon, especially now that it's springtime.
Cherry blossoms.
Cherry blossoms. Without further ado, let's get into this video. Whoosh. So Sherman's gonna take it away from here because he knows more about the car than I do. So
Alright, so we got the car 2 days after we got out of quarantine. We got it the same day we got our license. So first you have to get your Usfk license. You can do that on base, do the training online. Once you get your license, we went to CarMax. They have a website. You can check their website out, see if they usually update what cars they have. There's some that's not on there that you'll have to go see in person, but they're usually good at updating it.
yeah, I'll link the link to their website down below in the description. So if you want it, you can click on that link.
So we went to CarMax. We met up with John. He helped us find our car, which is a Chevy Cruze, but here it's called a Lacetti.
I don't know.
That's the Korean brand, but it was around 3,500.
Close to 4,000.
Yeah, we were looking for a car around the same price range that we sold our old car for. So once we picked out a car that we liked, we went inside. We had to call our insurance company, USAA, just so we could set up the Korea insurance.
But
that took about like an hour.
Yeah, so just be ready to be there at the car dealership for a while, because the insurance part is what takes forever. We were there for a while, just waiting like on the phone. He was on the phone for an hour just to get that situated with.
But once you pick out the car, you call the insurance company, you get all that settled. We paid in cash just because it's cheaper. If you pay with card, there is going to be a tax fee, which is like 10%, I believe.
And I want to add, with CarMax, you can actually do payments.
They do have payment.
Yeah, they have payment plans, so you don't have to pay all at once in one day. We decided to do it just so we can don't have to worry about it after that. If that's not a choice for you, you can do payment plans. The only thing though, I think it's a lot more expensive. There's an interest fee.
There's always, once you pay it off, he'll give you the title or registration. You have to go get an on-post inspection right after you get the car.
Adamsgate.
Well, right now, Adamsgate, to get a temporary pass to get onto base with the new car. Once you get the pass, which is available for only 5 days, go to the auto shop, get an inspection, pretty much like a safety inspection. Once you pass the inspection, next process is to take it to off-post DMV. That's somewhere in Pyeongtaek.
And then if you do go with CarMax, John at least, he told us all the steps to go through after getting leaving the dealership with the
he's gonna write down you like a little checklist.
A checklist and even a map to get to these places, and he'll help you put it on your Naver, which Naver is the Google Maps of Korea. Google Maps does not really work here, so it's either Kakao Map, Naver, or Waze. So So if you guys don't have those apps, make sure to download those apps because that's what you're going to be using a lot here. Anyway, back to car stuff.
DMV, that's where you might want a PO box address, because whatever tickets you might get or like some other stuff, that's where they'll mail your paperwork to.
By PO box, he means your APO, and if you're USFK or I think GS, if you're GS and USFK affiliated, you need a APO address, which is a PO box address here in Korea. It's on base, and you need that prior to going to the DNV. You don't really need it, but if you don't get it before you go to the DNV, you have to email them, which is like, you don't want to go through that because we had to go through that and it was a headache.
Yeah.
So get your APO address before you go to the DNV.
I think last you go back onto base and you get your little scan barcode for your car, just so you don't have to
every time you go into base, which those actually expire. So you want to get this all done and situated within like a week time frame, because that temporary pass does expire.
Some other options that you can do is you can check out Gorilla Motors. We didn't know about that one until like after. That's a good option. And you can also try looking for people on base who's selling their cars that are about to PCS. That process, I'm not sure how it works, but most of the time it's cheaper.
Alright guys, so that's basically it for getting a car here in Korea. We love our car. There are some, like after getting it, after a month, we did notice some things, but
we've had the car for about 2 months. Some issues that we had was more like electrical issues with the car, where I was driving once and I turned off the car after I parked and I wasn't able to turn it back on after. So I had to get one of my friends to jump it, and then come to find out it's an electrical issue, not really the battery. But I took it to CarMax. They were able to help me out. They didn't really know the issue, but they're always willing to help out. They're like, if I ever have the issue again, just to bring it in.
I guess our advice is make sure like the car is good and working properly, because I was stressing out when he told me the car wasn't working, because we only have one car here. So if our car doesn't work, it's like how are we gonna get around? At least the mechanics at CarMax are willing to always help.
If you don't want to go to them, there's other shops such as OMG Motors. They're very good. I've heard a lot of good reviews from them. They're usually quick on the job. Repair isn't as expensive. The car is old, so it's expected to have some problems, especially if you're getting one that's like older than 10 years. Mileage wasn't too bad, so that was a plus. It all really depends case by case.
I mean, with the electrical thing, we researched it and it's really common with this car anyway.
Yeah.
So
I found like a simple fix to it, which is kind of like disconnecting the battery and then reconnecting it. Been driving it for like a couple weeks now. Haven't had any issues.
Knock on wood, because hello. We're going on a trip soon and we're driving, so yeah, that's basically all about getting a car here. A lot of the people here with like cars, housing, like realtors, they're very friendly and they're always willing to help. I mean, it is their business, so they're always willing to help. And they deal with a lot of military personnel, so if you're worried about that, don't be, because they speak English pretty good and they can communicate pretty good. We didn't have trouble with getting a car with John. He was really helpful. That's about it, really.
If you do have any other questions, you can always comment.
Yeah,
message us.
I'm pretty good at replying back to the comments. If I don't have the answer, I'll try my best to research it for you guys.
Yeah, that'll probably be like the best way to get answers.
Is just comment on the video.
Comment, message.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, before we do leave, I know we mentioned a lot of companies' names in this video. Just so that you guys know, this is a disclaimer. We are not sponsored at any shape or form. with these companies. These are just the companies that we use and we are very happy with. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's a disclaimer. Don't think that we're sponsored by them, but because we are not at all sponsored.
Yeah, just from experience.
Yeah, this is
and
just our experience.
Suggestions that we heard from other people.
That's it, guys. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Like this video if you guys liked it. Comment down below if you guys have any more videos that you guys want us to do. This video was requested for us to talk about. I can't English tonight. And yeah, let us know what your questions are. If it's a lot to talk about, we'll do another video about it. Stay tuned for next week's video because we are going on a trip.
And we're going to be trying to use more Korean words, phrases in our videos because we're practicing.
We're learning Korean, you guys. We're learning Korean. Shout out to Chris because he's our teacher.
If you want to learn, go to him.
Yeah, I don't have a link for his thing, but he's a pretty cool guy. If you have TikTok, he's on TikTok. But yeah, that's it. Alright guys.
안녕.
Annyeong. Peace. We'll see you guys next week. 사랑해. Bye-bye.